everyone. This is Sushil from the Communication Department. Today, I will share the main part of your placement section because you become a Python developer. So there are lots of things in your mind ki how to the placement, and there are lots of things in your mind. So definitely I can share, and after that how to, you can see ki what was the actual questions in your interview section. So I'm going to my uh, some notes because I also preparing for these notes. So in this section, I see the notes and uh, how was how was your uh, ask interview questions like if you are become a Python developer. So there is option. Okay, here. Okay, so you can see the Python interview questions like this. Okay, so there are lots of questions asked in interview if you are become a software engineer, and you can say also Python developer. So there are lots of questions asked in interview. Like we will discuss like all the questions here. So the first question asked in an interview, ki, what is a Python? Okay. So Python is a very well Python is a high level language and or object oriented programming languages. Object oriented programming language means oops very well key languages that is easy to understand, and it is a designed and designed to develop apps and web also. You know very well ki the apps and web apps this may there are lots of you can also game developer also using a Python language, but you know very well ki there are lots of problem like when you are make a game. So if there are some phases of problems like if you make a game, so you see ki if you playing games, so after that you realize that ki if you are motion some like this, and after the if you're trying some fighting some gun, so after that you're lacking some time issue. Okay, so in this problem facing if you using a Python language, so if you are using Python language, so after this lacking problems, if you using Python language, so lacking problem is a very difficult very common if you're using Python. So that's why a game developer use prefer C++ language, because C++ language is a very fast and also uh, fast, and you can also say very uh, very especially game developers are using a Python C++ language. Okay. So number second is what is the benefits of a Python if you are become a Python developer. So what was the benefits you become a Python developer? So there are lots of benefits like first the benefits of a Python are as follows. Speed and productivity like is other comparison programming languages. So speed is a normal, not on a very low, not on a very high. As comparison to C++ and Java's the Python language is slow because Python is an interpreted languages. Because if you write a code in 1,000 lines, so if you compile your codes after that, or line by line your compilation, so that's why Python is slow in comparison to C++ and Java. So number second thing is uh, extensive supported for libraries. There are lots of libraries supported like a pandas and NumPy. There are lots of libraries and supporting to the Python. And number three is extension of a third party module. Okay, so if you have if you make a codes, and after that you somebody is including your codes also, and third you are able to allow the third party mention also here. So this is a very good facility. I mean, you can say ki good feature in here if you will learn a Python. And number four thing is this easy to learn, because there are if you are a beginner, so after the if you are a beginner, so there are lots of problems you facing like you don't know ki there are what is the language, and there are lots of problems you facing when you are starting your coding journey. So Python is easy. So you if you started, so there are if you are started, so it is a good for you if you are learning new skill. Okay. So I think this is a good if you are learning Python. Okay. Number third question number third. So what? This is not a question number third. This is a question number point. I am discussing your point. Ki what was the point? Point is important of your learning. I mean, if you are facing like you become a Python developer, na, so if you are given an interview, so after that interview ask like something like question ki what is a Python, what is the benefit of Pythons, and or it doesn't matter if your interview don't ask you questions. So it is a basic questions you don't know, you know very well ki what is the proper answer for this particular question. Okay, so coming to the next question, what are the key and features of Python? So yeah, this is a very good question. The key and features of what is the Python? Okay, so the key and features are following like interpreter. I am already tell you ki interpreter. I already tell you ki the Python is an interpreter language. Interpreter means that means ki if you are writing a code, so after the compilation, your code will be line by line compilation. Okay, so it means the Python is a interpreter language. High portable. There are extensible. High portable means like C++, Java, and Python. It is a both. I mean. Uh, uh, these languages are high portable languages. An extensible, we also you can say is it is an extensible language, and GUI programming supported. GUI means graphics unit, so programming languages. So you can say yeah, it is a very interpreted languages, high portable and extensible languages. Yeah, and GUI also. So what type of languages in Python? So yeah, Python is a scripting languages. And coming to the next point, uh, what is the application? Okay, what is the application of Python? Okay, it is a very good point. Ki what is the application of Python? If you are learning Python, so you know very well ki what is the application because if you become a Python developer, so there are lots of I mean ki if you are become it is a Python language, so there are five fingers. You go into data science, data analytics, and data science. Data analytics, or you know very well in this time you because in this time artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning is very warm, you know. So you become a Python developer, so you are lots of I mean path you're going to, and it is also on also yeah good placement good packages also. So some application like a geo-based desktop application and a large processing applications and a business enterprises application for prototyping, and it is also if you are a become a you if you have a learning in a language Python, so after that you also working on a web development. Django framework, yeah, web developer frameworks applications. If you have a Django, so after that you also are working on a backend front-end developer also. Backend developer. Okay. So what is the difference between list and tuple? Because you know very well ki if you are learning Python, so it is a very basic question ki what is the difference between list and tuple? So the list is multiple can be changed, and this is a list performance in slower compared to the lists. Sentence list once you can say कि the selling columns and square selling columns. After that, you mention your like a string integers also. And tuple is an immutable remains constant. And tuple performs it faster when compared to the list. Syntax is another and yeah, yeah, okay, understood. But it is a simple curly bracket. So coming to the next question, what are the two major loops statement? So in Python, only for loop and while loop here. Because for loop, you know very well for what is a for loop, what is a while loop. So when I code in last 2 years. So when I studied first time in for loop while loop, so I realized that for loop is a very easy because if you written only for I in range, and after that you only mention three things, three as you can say start, stop, and step. So when you are starting loop, so start, step, and stop when your code is start. and where is the stop, and how is this one? Like you printing on a two table. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So you are starting from 2 and ending point is a 10, and after you're jumping only 2. So if you're a it is a for loop. And while loop, if you're a while loop, so after the while and after the condition and after that mention your three thing also. Okay, so this is a while loop. So yeah, this is a do loop in a Python. Do while loop not here because it is a very complex. So that's why we are not using enough do while loop. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there are lots of questions I discussing here. And what are the two major loops statement? Okay. Yeah, I already tell you for loop and while loop. So what are a module in a Python? Okay, it is a file that includes various of function sets of functions and I want to add to applications also. And what are the built-in types of Python? So integers, complex number, floating numbers, and a string and a built-in function. Okay, that's not the issue. Very big question. So what are the type of namespace in a Python? So okay. So this is a namespace type of a Python. So the three types of namespacing in a Python. So local, global, and built-in a namespace. So local, global, and but yeah, if you are writing as a function, so some functions called me local, global, and built-in namespace. So what is the meaning of a local, global? If you are write a function out of this function, so it calls a local. But no, it is if you're writing some functions like starting from function, and after that you write a code, and after you firstly you write a function, after that you write a code, and after that you also make a one function and out of the first function, so it is an global. But if you are write a one function, after that you also mention in the first function another function, so it is called an local function, local namespace function. Okay. So number third thing is how to create a function in a Python. So function is creating by using the define the diff name is define the statement, and after that you know very well what is a function, and there are lots of things. Okay, so I here and I have discussing there are lots of questions in a key how to there are how to lots of question asked in an interviewer ask you. So how to create a function in Python? So function creator define what is the package in a Python. Package, okay. Package in a collection of a different module. Okay. So what is the boolean in a Python? The boolean is a bolt in a type boolean type in a bool type in a Python. So it contains only two values like a true and false only. You know booleans like or get not and get not get only 0 and 1. If you are zero, so it is not a working, and if you zero, so not working, after that you will going to 1, so after that is an on. In case is Python is a case sensitive or not? So yeah, it is a case sensitive programming languages. Number third, what is the int? It is just int is a methods of a constructor in Python. So explain split, sub and methods of RE module in a Python. So yeah, it is a very good concept in a split. So now firstly I tell you ki what is a modified string. So if you're writing in a Python RE module, providing a three methods they are. Now first is split, number second is sub, and number third is a sub n. Okay. So use in a regress a pattern in a split in a given as a string into a list. So now basically, substring find all the substring where other regress the pattern matches, and then replacing the different string. And after the substring also, so sub is a similar to so it is a similar to also return the new string along with the number of replacement. And Python questions are questions answer and experience. If you have changing your changing your answers. Okay, so this is a lots of questions in here, but I current today as I'm only discussing only these questions. It is I cover in the next part. So waiting for thank you for watching this channel. So I hope it is a beneficial for you because if you have become a Python developer, so until you ask, there are lots of questions, but you are not able to. So there are very difficult time and if facing there are lots of problem. Actually I'm started this is my not an I'm not an intelligent person, but I'm learning so many things, and after that I'm making some video because I know okay, there are lots of people who also using also facing this problem because I am a currently engineering third year sixth semester student, and currently I'm become also preparing for a Python developer, and I am facing also there are lots of problem. So yeah, I am facing there are lots of problem, but I'm a uh, practice, and after that practice is a more important thing. So I suggest only one thing, if you are also beginner, because I'm also beginner, so I'm doing one thing. You can going to your practice. If you are doing to practice, after that you're going to gigs for gigs, because it is a very a good platform. I'm also using this platform, and I improve my practice section. So today's also one challenges here. I'm also already I'm apply this contest. So is oh my god, only 7 minutes remaining. So I completed my today's. Actually, I'm not reminded. Okay, what today's here also actually current few minutes ago I realized that. But so I take the question. What is the actual question? Mm, go to contest. You can see in the contest will be live only 7 minutes left. So the all problems, and our first problem you can see Python. The problem is gigs for gigs numbers and a positive integers and a log to a log to report. Mm, mm, return integers there and types of containing an A and B respectively. If you are the questions and satisfied otherwise return to integers array comes containing single element. Yes. Because so only if you have not anything, so you print in a single element. Actually, I'm also not able to in this time. I'm also not able to solve this question. But I'm here only. Actually, I'm opening this application. So today's I realized also today's also um, one event. But I'm not showing here. My main purpose I am only tell you कि, if you are a beginner, so your practice more practice in here, there are lots of things in here, so you can see if you are problems going to problems you're taken here, there are lots of things. Even if you are problem solving an array, so you can search, and after that binary search and reverse, you can solve any questions here only practice purpose. And you select your language, so your Python developers, you select one, after that you code. Okay. Given a storage array in N and integers in K, find the positive 0 to best in indexing. Okay. So thank you everyone. This is all about today's session. So thank you.